So what made you all start Bloom? Sorry.
Yeah. So once I introduce you, when we begin the thing, I'll just give you a small background of what we did and why we started. Yeah.
Deepak sir, you can start.
Wonderful. So hello, namaste, namaskar, good afternoon, good morning, or maybe even good evening in whichever part of the world you are joining us from. My name is Deepak R. Khemani, and along with my other two co-founders, Abhijit Sansgiri and Payal Irani, it gives me great pleasure welcoming you all to this 273rd. You heard that right, 273rd non-stop Sunday Bloom Talk Show. Come rain or shine, online or offline, every Sunday, ever since we started all 5 years, 5+ years ago during the pandemic. An idea that was born that, everybody is sitting at home. Let's connect with people. Let's connect with influencers, change makers, coaches, trainers, people who can help us understand life better, people who can help us understand how we can go to the next level. In that journey, in the series of the past 272 episodes, we've had coaches, trainers, athletes, speakers, doctors, nurses, couples, athletes, world champions, and each and every continent of the world has been represented on the Bloom Show. Yes, our scientist Sri Ram Prasad Lal, who is also part of our community, has been to Antarctica twice. So every continent from the world has been represented on the Bloom Talk Show. Continuing that series of calling a guest, a person who does things differently, who can help us do a little bit, move our life a little bit, change, help us design, guide what to do, what not to do, how to do. We have with us, joining us today, Clevio Prakash Monteiro, and he is from the travel and tourism industry. Now, we all love to travel, whether it be local, whether it be national, whether it be international. And over the next 1 hour today, we will be learning and understanding from Clevio what does it mean to travel, where should we go, where we should not go, how we should do things and not do things. And during that journey, I will share a very, very special story of mine. And let's see what Clevio tells us about that too. So let me first welcome, Clevio. Thank you for joining us. And
Thank you,
let me
sir.
hand it over to Abhijit to start the show. Over to you, Abhijit.
So, Clevio, I just wanted to know how you joined this travel industry.
Sir, this industry, I got only two words to tell you. It was my mother. She used to cater for a travel company who used to take school excursions across India. And she worked with him for almost 3-4 years, going across India, left, right, center. And she then realized it. I'm talking about this is as late 1980s, early 1990s, when she told me, this industry looks to be very promising. And since my brother was into software technology, I was the one doing my BCom. She told me after BCom, you should join this industry. This industry possesses a lot of scope for you to grow. So, I did my travel and tourism course from IITC Bandra for almost 1 year. And then immediately after that, I got a job opportunity with a leading IT travel agency. I worked with them for almost 2 years. And post that, I've gone to multiple companies from there to Sara Airlines for almost a dozen of years. I worked with Indoglobe Technology, which is the owner of Indigo Airlines. I worked with them for almost 6 years, heading their airline industry. Post that, worked with GoAir, another industry which was a low-cost carrier. I worked with them for almost 6.5 years. I started off with being the head of Bombay and then turned out to be the head of India for their online travel agencies as well as the international market. And then after that, I was wanting to change my profile from working for an IT agency to a full service carrier to a low-cost carrier. I then moved to Thomas Cook SOTC, where I was heading their global visa division. And that's where I got in love with the company of doing visas over there. And since then, I joined with my friends in 2014-15. I started a own company called Vita Lounge, which I ran for almost 6.5 years. And post that, after pandemic, it was a real hit for the travel industry. And then I realized okay, something has to be done on our own to build your own brand. That's when I started working for my own company called Sunrise Travels, which was started by my wife in 2010. So, in 2023, August, I joined this company. It was a very small company at that time because there was no focus on growing this business. So, a company which was doing almost 1 crore in a year, today we are touching almost 25 crore this financial year. So in 2 years we've been growing, and this growth has always come to me because in every industry that I work for, every company that I work for, I've realized how this industry can empower people, can make you more passionate, and can also help building personal relationship. Because when I was with my first company, Olympic Express, when I got a job opportunity at Sahara Airlines, they were asked me to join immediately the next day. And being working professionally for a IATA agency, I could not leave them with 1 day notice, but I requested them. I told them, so this could be a life-changing opportunity for me. So can I leave you all within a day? And that's when I learned how bosses function. One of the bosses told me, Clevio, this is a life-changing opportunity for you, and we will not stop you from going ahead in life. So you are more than happy to go and join that company. That's when I realized how owner works, how he performs with his staff, how he takes care of his staff. After joining, Sahara, uh, we were people from the industry with no hierarchy above us. People were not knowing how to run the airline at that time. There were no professional airline people from the industry. So we had to take our own decisions. Our own, risk management was taught to at a very early age. I was just 23 when I joined Sahara Airlines. So at that time, taking risk, taking decisions which had to be taken by the senior management, but were taken by us. So again, at a very young age, this industry taught me how to take decision, how to manage people. In Galileo, when I joined ITQ, I was within 3 months made head of a project called, Indian Airlines Air India coming on a Galileo platform. And I was straight to report to the CEO within 3 months of joining. And every general manager, every vice president, every president had to report to me. And I had to report to the CEO of the company. So then I realized, how would these people of such large brand want to report to me? But then I think I'm a people's man. I manage myself working with those high-end, high-level people, and I realized it, and I got an award also for it. I was awarded MAD. It's called MAD, Made a Difference Award, and Mr. Rahul Bhatia, who's the owner of Indigo Airline, personally came on stage to give me this award. So because I have managed so many top people from the company, it was a very difficult task to do it. But I had a lot of sleepless nights earlier. But then when people aligned with my thought process, that again changed the whole perception. So every part of my journey, working with Olympic Express and IATA Travel Agency to Sahara Airlines to then joining Galileo, then I joined Go Air. Go Air also very out of the turn journey that I got to join back. After Galileo, I joined this company called Suvidha InfoServe. Suvidha InfoServe was a multi-purpose travel logic company. There I met Kaushik Kona, who's the head of GoAir, and that's when he offered me a job. My first interview only, not first interview, first meeting. He said, "Would you like to join me and take GoAir to the next level?" So GoAir happened by default, and then been a totally life-changing experience for me. I ended up handling single-handedly 70% of GoAir's business, almost 2,500 crore. I was handling it single-handedly. So it's been a fantastic journey, and the industry was introduced to me by my mom, and the name Sunrise Travels also was given by my mom to this company. So everyone kept asking me why the name Sunrise Travels, but that I'll tell you later when it comes to the time. But yeah, coming to this industry
Sure.
has been my mom.
Fine. Thanks. So, thanks for sharing your journey. Uh, you've done various jobs over the years. Is there anything which you felt was common amongst all these cultures which you joined? And was there something unique about each of these organizations?
Yeah, so I believe people is what I've learned to be with. The people I met in every journey, in every position that I worked for, they've all helped me grow. I think if you are persistent, if you have a really clear mind, no politics, no religion, And if you want to really grow in life, I think people will come up to you and help you in whatever you want to do in life. I have been helped a lot by seniors in my career. People in my first job from 1991 till today, 2025, those people are still in touch with me. We still meet up once in a month. We still catch up when we go on holidays together. We plan something or the other. So these people have been an integrated part of my life. They are being my foundation. They have helped me grow in life. And every institute also. From the first company, Olympic Express, I told you, that's where I learned how owners run a travel agency. He could have stopped me from joining Sahara Airlines, letting me know you have to give 1 month notice देना पड़ेगा. But he knew there was a changing path for me. He let me go. So every journey has helped me realize how important life is, and we should just live and let live life. So I've grown by this industry. The passion that I've got is through people in the industry. I can't hear you.
Are reporting to someone, though you may be the CEO, you're still accountable to the promoters. And when you become an entrepreneur, you are accountable to yourself. So any difference in the approach or anything which during your stint as an employee you felt this is something, no, I should correct. When I have my own organization, I should do this right. So has there been a change in approach or your leadership style?
So I don't think there has been any change, sir. I mean, there are drastically, of course, being position has been changed. Every position comes with a lot of responsibility. So responsibility has kept changing. I was working single-handedly. There was only one person with me. Today, I got a team of 20 people. So responsibility has remained changed. I mean, from earlier reporting to bosses of other companies, today, maybe I don't report to anyone else, but I have the responsibility of almost 20 staff of my own. So every decision that I take, every action that I do, or every call that I take is not only going to affect me but also affect my employees. So there's been a lot of changes in that.
So what are the changes you have seen in the travel industry over the years? Is the world become a much smaller place to navigate?
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. Today, earlier people used to just buy flight tickets, buy hotels, and buy packages on their own, or do through so basic planning. Today, people want to buy confidence. They are looking more at they want reliability, they want transparency from their travel partner. They're looking at efficiency, one-click solution for all that they want to do on. They look at personalized service. So during my earlier day, I remember we used to go to a travel agency, just tell him Goa जाने का है, he would give a ticket to you and book hotel for you. But today that thing has completely changed. So people are no longer looking for a provider. They're looking for a travel partner, a partner who can help them in every stage of their travel plans. And at Sunrise is what we do. We want to build trust, we want to build focus, we want to build clarity in what we give to our customer.
So what's the I would say in this line or any line which is the customer facing line, what would be the ultimate customer experience which you think a customer could get?
So like I said, so earlier it was today customers look at everything to be done to them in a click of a button. People want to buy the tickets by a click of a button. They want to book their hotel by a click of a button. They want to do the visas click of a button. But it is not the way that things happen. There are a lot of technology-driven part that we do for them. So there's lot that has changed. There's a lot that is going to be changing in the future of this industry.
So yes, I think and proactively. So whenever I have phoned your travel agency for even a ticket, so they would go proactively and ask me, do I need a choice of a seat? Do I need any specific menu for them? Does my frequent flyer number need to be updated? Do I need any transport when I reach there, or do I need which hotel? Or any assistance with anything. So all of these questions, which basically I would maybe either do it on my own or maybe somebody else will do it for me, I think is proactively asked. So is this something now a good customer service becoming a necessity? It's something which is the unsaid rule. Or earlier, maybe this was looked upon as something which, yes, wow, this is some wow service. But has the service quality standards or expectations from the consumer also changed? Like something like this, they'll see that this is normal, everyone does it. So, how do you adjust with men? I believe even the margins could be shrinking. So, how do you manage all this?
So yes, the service level requirement from customer has drastically changed all these years. Like you said, everyone wants to have the best of the best availability when they travel. So yes, they want the best seat, they want the best airline they want to try on, they want to stay on the best hotels. They are specifically also wanting to know the room size, and also there's a lot that customer engages with us when it comes to uh, their requirement. The only thing that I think has changed is the execution is more digital today, but the human touch still remains in the business.
Yeah,
So
I
earlier
agree.
everything was manual, so things have now become more digitalized. We are investing a lot of things in technology. Our offerings to customers have gone online. Things earlier we were doing, we've been done manual. So a lot of things have changed in the past years, and things will change going forward also. I've heard a lot of airlines going to stop giving boarding cards to customers. They're saying when you already book a ticket, why do you want a boarding card? So it's trying to make it more easier. Why do you carry two documents? Ticket, boarding card, visa copies, and all. So things eventually will change, and that's what we do in Sunrise. That's what we want to do in Sunrise. We want to give the best service, the easiest possible way a customer can travel today is what we plan to do.
Yeah, so again, I think the experience also counts. So clearly remember when I'd been to Dubai for a conference and I'd booked the hotel through you. I think I'd given my budget, and within that closeness to a metro station, the other services which I had mentioned, I think they were all taken care of. So while maybe a lot of I believe the competition would be just doing that, I think knowing the client well. So when I phone up your travel agency, the person in the counter knows my travel habits, my history. So that's something which then you feel comfortable to speak to. So that's one aspect. The second aspect is when you check things on the net, you may have a lot of these make my trips or whatever the sky scanners of the world giving you rooms for whatever rates. But I believe that something which is hidden, and even the reviews are quite distorted. So what we look, as I say, is the trust and the experience and the expertise. So is there anything beyond that which you would be doing?
Yes, so like you said, margins are affected. I'll take you point by point. So
Yeah.
margins, yes, people come and they, check with multiple different travel partners. Okay, he's offering me at this price. Can you also match this price? The offering may be different, but they look at the price point. This was the case some years back, but today customers are ready to pay you a decent management fees, provided you take care of them completely end to end. So people know as Sunrise Travel, when they come to you, they will get the best experience. So they're ready to pay for that. Now coming to the next part of how do we survive with the make matters of the world, the sky scanners of the world. Uh, we still have corporate clients who have moved away from these large travel companies and come to us because they face some kind of hindrance, right? There is no human touch to it. It is all digital. It's all online. So the Indians like to hold someone's hand and walk. They want someone to be held responsible if they get stuck somewhere. So for that, they want to talk to a travel agency like us. There are people, no doubt, who want to do it online. It's more comfortable for them. But there are some people, some population of people don't want to use a credit card online. They are very hesitant. Some people know there's a lot of cybercrime happening, so they want to pay by check to you. Some people have some kind of a cash transaction given to you. So there is a part of the section in India who doesn't want to go online. The new generation, the Gen Z, or some maybe companies, want to do it, but there's a large chunk of people who don't want to use this platform for multiple reasons. I'll give you a small example of how a Skyscanner person came to us when he was stuck. He came and booked a ticket through us. He asked for a fare. We gave him a pricing. He told me, Clevio, I'm getting a 10,000 rupees fare lower than Skyscanner. How is it possible? Can you match the pricing? I told, ma'am, can you go and check the rules and regulation of that particular flight? And she said, no, everything matches. The fare matches, everything matches. I said, go and check it once again. And we went and showed it to her how Skyscanner works. They were offering them the lowest fare because there was no baggage allowance given with the fare. And she was
Oh,
going for a 10-day trip to Delhi. when you're going to Delhi, you just cannot travel with, one piece of uniform or one piece of, dressing and go over there. So there's a lot of things that are hidden on such platforms, which does not open up and give you exactly what to do. Imagine that lady going to the airport and saying, I got 25 kgs baggage, and then you pay almost 20,000 rupees extra for the baggage at the last minute at the airport and not knowing information. So this platform don't always, give you exact information. These are all pre-booked seats that are sold last minute on this platform with lot of back-end requirements. So people don't understand that. That's why I say people are today looking for paying us because of the experience that we have garnered all these years. So it is the experience that people pay for, not for the quality of work that is done.
So again, I believe it's the human to human connect which is there.
Definitely.
So I basically, when now that I know you, but at a lot of times, so when I'm dealing with, let's say, a Priyanka from your organization, or I'm dealing with, let's say, an Ismail from your organization, I deal with them and I have a rapport with them. So let's assume if they leave, then a lot of clients also leave with them because they don't know the organization as such. They know the person whom they are talking to. So does that impact you at times, or then is it really imperative to retain people because a lot of your clients would be dealing with your employees and not really knowing the main person behind that?
So in Sunrise, sir, like I said, my employees, we have been here for the last 15 years, and my oldest employee is Ismail. You know him very well.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
been with me for the last 14 and a half years. He's been with me because he's grown with me. He's grown with the company. He's seen how the company has offered him in every step of his life. From when it comes to financial advice, financial help, or when it comes to, we have every employee of mine has got Mediclaim. Every employee of mine has got health insurance. Every employee of mine, their families were taken care of through insurance and through education and all these things. So there are a lot of things that doesn't only come with employing someone. You have to go out of your way to make them feel like they're part of the same company. The company belongs to them as much it belongs to me. Only when they believe this company is theirs would they work like their own. They would not want to leave such companies. And people do come and go. There's no doubt about it. People have left Sunraj and joined some other companies. But I believe in Sunraj, there's processes that are in place. When any new employee comes in, he understands the whole process immediately. And I personally, I know I built a lot of relationship in this past 2.5 years with a lot of corporates of mine. So there is definitely a touch from the high management to every corporate on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis. So the relationship is not only at the bottom line, but also on the top line with every corporate.
And what do you see the future of travel, especially when I think airlines are there are now. I believe we'll soon be in a monopoly situation where Indigo would be garnering more than, I believe, more than 50% share. There would be maybe tech has taken over, AI has taken over. So what do you see would be the future going ahead, maybe 3 years, as early as 3 years down the line?
So I've been a part of the Indigo Airlines. I've been part of the Interglobe Group. So I know they are currently are at 64% market share, which is the largest ever that has happened to a private airline. And I think the only reason for that is because of the consistency that they have, held for the last 15, 20 years today. And things will change. Things earlier were different. Things today is different. And going in the future, things will change. Air India is again a major airline that I feel in the next 2, 3 years would be maybe, as good as an Indigo airline. And remember one more thing, there are a lot of other airlines also in the pipeline. You got Akasa, you got SpiceJet, you have many low-cost carrier coming in metros, state-wise and all. And I feel India does has a capacity for one more airline as big as Indigo and Air India. China has got 5,000 aircrafts and they've got, around 8 to 10 airlines. We've just got 1,000 aircrafts across India. The scope for India is humongous. And the industry that I am in, बोलते ना पांचों उंगली घी में, तो we are everything in घी में. Only thing the world economy should not collapse the way it is happening today with Trump doing a lot of things haywire and all. And I hope there's no war anywhere else in the world. Otherwise, this industry, and I think the worldwide travel industry is the fastest growing industry in the world, not only in India but in the world. So there's huge scope. Things will change. Things are changing, and we're looking forward to it.
So when an average Indian travels, what is his preferred travel destination? Is it religious tourism? Is it something he wants to go to the beaches? Does he want to go to the mountains? Is it the wildlife, or is it city experience, or what is it? Or is
So
is is or is he more hungry for everything that he does one, then he does other?
no, I think that the Indian travelers have evolved in the last 15, 20 years. So, you have got people wanting to do the elderly people who are above 60 and all, wanting to do the religious trips and all across India. Then you have the mid-level people like you and me who want to travel the world and see the world in a different space. So, there's different age-wise people are traveling. The youth want to do adventurous thing. They want to do bungee jumping. They want to jump out of the helicopters. They want to jump out of aircrafts and all. So every age genre has got a different requirement of travel, and I think that's how it is. That's how beautiful the entire industry is. Okay, there are not people doing only one thing. There are people doing multiple things. Go karting and snorkeling, sea diving, that jumping from the sky, bungee jumping. This is something that has happened in the last 8, 10 years, and things will keep changing. India is a very diversified country, and very to our potential, to our advantage. It's like the age is by our side. So you have got multiple type of people traveling. We get offers like crazy. People want to go to Goa, people want to go to Guatemala, people wanting to go to South America, people want to go to Brazil for the traditional day over there. We have some people who just go to drink beer to Germany for the Oktoberfest. They just go have beer and come back after 2 days. So the industry is evolving. People have got the money. People want to spend the money. Post COVID, people have realized this is one you live every day. You die only once. Live every day. Travel wherever possible it is there. So people are traveling.
And how different is the Indian traveler from the global one? Are they both price conscious or quality conscious?
No, so I think Indians today are no longer price conscious. You do get people who are very conscious when it comes to pricing. But today, Indians are the highest spender in travel. They are the longest stay in every country that they go for. They give the best tips across the world. Earlier, Indians were not looked up to. They would not even come and serve you. They would go and tell you do a self-serve. Today, the local people, they leave their own people, and they come to service the Indians over there. So the no Indians are the largest traveler today, and they are making their space for their own now. So Indian travelers are acknowledged, are wanted. If you see in India, every tourism body of the world has come and opened office in India to promote their destination. They know Indians will go there and spend money. So everyone knows it. India has got the people that they want to come to the country and experience their also life over there. So Indians are going everywhere. They're going local, they're going national, they're going international. They're traveling multiple times today in a year.
And before I ask Deepak to take over, just one last question is why do foreign tourists do not come to India so much? And what can a Sunraj Travels do to promote inbound tourism from abroad?
So inbound is growing. Definitely every year on year it is growing, but not at the pace that we would want it to grow. Earlier, infrastructure was one of the primary reasons because people could not travel to reach one destination. They had to go through multiple days of travel. But I think things have improved. I think from 2004 till today, after the government has changed and government has come to place, there have been more than 150 airports that has come up now. So infrastructure is improving. And I think with the state government and the central government knowing that tourism is one of the largest contributor to employment in India. There is a lot of scope from the government to help this industry grow. So inbound will happen. It is already happening, and we offer multiple things. We offer culture. We offer wellness. We offer a lot of things that world people want to come to India, like yoga. So there's a lot
Yeah.
of inbound happening. It will happen, and it is just going to increase year on year. The infrastructure work has already started. It's already happening. We are tying up with a lot of international partners to make sure that their local people come to India through us in India, and the things are already in place. So I think you will see the numbers growing drastically in the next couple of years.
So, do you also, as something new or innovative, promote any destination as such? Well, a lot of so earlier we had tourists going to the normal Southeast Asia circuit. Then Bali came up, and then you have your Vietnam coming up, and then you have Georgia's, the Baku's, the Greece, the Portugals. So each destination, then you have the South Americas or whatever. So is there any news the Scandinavian countries or so while Switzerland used to be a common name, but the other countries after you've seen that. So how is this Indian taste changing for a destination as such and the popularity?
So, like I said, so Indians today are traveling across the network. I mean, I've got people who want to go to Antarctica, and stay there for 7 days. It's one of the most difficult trips that you can do over there, but people want to do that, right? Today, people are going to Leh Ladakh and they're going to multiple mountains. They're doing base camp, Mount Everest climbing, where earlier Indians would not go. It was mainly international people who would come and do it. But today Indians are doing it. They're doing base camp, which is a 16-day trip. They want to go to Antarctica, which is a very, very tough and very difficult trip. They want to do it. So this Bali, Singapore, Thailand, Dubai, your what do you say? So this East South Asia, everyone's doing it today. So your Dubai, Thailand, Singapore is happening. They are the number one destination still, but new destinations are coming up. People are looking for new activities. People are looking for new adventure that is happening in India and abroad. So things are changing. There's a lot of new destinations coming up. People are going to Northern Line today like crazy. Finland is one of the destinations that people are looking for to go to. So I think the world is our garden. I think every Indians would want to travel. That's why Sunrise is looking at that kind of growth. We're offering technology. We're offering multiple things for customers to feel more simple. Our baseline is very very simple. We want to make travel simple. So simplify your travel through Sunrise Travel is what we are been patronizing all these years, and I see a lot of change in the Indian traveling habits now.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thanks. It was quite engrossing. And Deepak,
Thank you,
take
sir.
over. Thank you,
Deepak
thank
sir
you.
is joining us in some time. Meanwhile, Clevio, I will ask some questions.
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah. Have you noticed any shift in what people consider a dream trip after the pandemic years?
So like I said, man, after pandemic, people have there was a term called revenge travel. तो 3 साल travel नहीं किया, 2 साल travel नहीं किया. People are left, right, and center traveling today. So earlier people used to go traditionally. When our parents would travel, they will travel once a year to a native place. Today is totally different, ma'am. Today people are traveling on weekends. We have 3-4 days a weekend. They add their holidays together. They go to Goa. Dubai is just stone throw away nowadays. So travel has shifted drastically, ma'am, from the earlier days to what even I would go maybe two trips a year in my earlier days. Today I do almost 3 to 4 trips a year. So, I know how people have changed. So people are changing, are looking at different things. I go 2 trips with my family, one domestic, one international, and 2 trips with my friend, where it is basically just to adventure and have fun. So that's how it's happening everywhere. People go to Dubai overnight and come back. Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Dubai and they're back.
Yes.
So, things have changed drastically. Technology, the transportation has changed. The number of flights to Dubai has increased drastically. Earlier, we had only 2-3 flights. Today, there are almost 20 flights to Dubai. And Indigo is adding so many destinations now, which is making it more easier. Direct flights to the South American countries, to Europe, to the US and all. So it's just going to make it more and more convenient and more easier for people to travel. So yes, shift has happened and it will drastically happen even in the future.
If money wasn't a constraint, what over-the-top travel experience would you love to try?
Ma'am, I think I've done everything in the travel. Being in the travel industry, I cannot just be basic. So I've done everything. But that's what we offer multiple choice to customers, ma'am. We give them a package which is as per their convenience, for them something more relaxing. Some people come to us saying, "Clevio, 7 दिन है, पूरा दिन travel करना है." We want to see everything in the whole day. And some people want to just go and relax, because sometimes when you go on a 6 night, 7 day trip and you want to do everything, you come back so tired, I don't even realize you're going on a holiday. You have no time to spend with the family. So, it's something is called what we did recently now. We took a group of almost 40 entrepreneurs to Oman. It was supposed to be a leisure trip, but there's a new terminology coming to travel called be leisure, business and leisure together. So when we did the leisure trip, we arranged on our own without asking them. We took them to we fixed a meeting with the Indian embassy. We took them to the ambassador. We spoke to them over there, and they gave us a lot of scope of how Oman as a destination is helping Indians grow over there. We took them to the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. We took them to Invest Oman. So things are evolving apart from just being a leisure trip at that moment, at that time. We add an additional thing to the customers, which they feel happy. They came back very happy. Out of the 40 people, I think 7, 8 of them want to now start a division of theirs in Oman. They had gone on a leisure trip, but today they have come back with more business orientation that is done. And I'm taking another 100 people to Saudi now. The same concept. It's going to be more of business, but we're going to add a little bit of leisure in that. So it goes both the ways. So travel has come up a long way, ma'am. This has been a
Interesting.
drastic change, and we are enjoying every moment.
I was reading somewhere some new trend is coming up. It's called wellness travel. So people just travel for 5 to 10 days only for healing and only for the wellness thing, the entire family.
So wellness is not the present. Wellness is of few years back. People do travel to India for wellness. People do come to Kerala, to Goa, for Ayurvedic massages, Ayurvedic medications. They want to meditate. People are stressful around the
Yes,
world, right? They don't
yes,
want the stress travel. They want to just come back and relax. So they don't come with their families. They come as individuals, as couples.
yes, yes.
Because if they come with their children, then they'll not be able to meditate.
Yeah.
They'll be
The
running behind the children.
detox programs they join.
Detox program, yeah, it's a very
Yes,
big business in India, ma'am. It's growing crazy
yes.
worldwide. A lot of Indians come to India for the Kumbh Mela. You had so many international customers come to India for the Kumbh Mela.
Yes,
It's a
yes.
religious function in India, but acknowledged across the world. So a lot of people are coming to India for this wellness program. Currently, what is happening is something called slow tourism. People want to go and enjoy a destination where it is more relaxing. The travel is not too fast. You relax and you stay at one destination for minimum 3 days. पहले होता था कि 6 nights 7 days different places, different hotel. आज check in किया, कल check out किया, फिर check in किया. That becomes too tiring and too exhausting. So slow tourism is what has been declared right now this financial year onwards going is slow tourism. And many countries are adopting it now. They want to give that kind of a leverage to people to come and relax in my country.
So before I hand it over to Deepak sir, my last question to you is,
Sure, ma'am.
which lesser known or underrated places would you recommend to others?
Ma'am, I was in Oman. I never thought Oman is so beautiful and they offer so much of culture similar to India. It's a breathtaking country, one of the most cleanest country I've ever seen. The locals, help make the country clean, the city clean, and the kind of life that it offers, a very slow life, adventurous life, dune bashing, desert life, and a beautiful life over there. So I think Oman is one destination which I would always recommend to people to go through. Sri Lanka, I always thought I went to Sri Lanka in the month of September. And when my daughter told me, let's go to Sri Lanka, I said Sri Lanka is an upgraded version of Goa. It's something similar to Kerala. But again, Sri Lanka in the last 15 years has evolved in such a major destination. It's beautiful. I mean, I couldn't believe I was in Sri Lanka. It was, like I was in a European country. So I think these are the two underrated countries that I would want people to go and visit. Sri Lanka and Oman. Beautiful destination, close to our place, not long hours of flying and all, but you'll enjoy the destination. The food, the culture is fantastic.
Deepak sir, Abhijit sir, for our next retreat,
Before
we can have an event there, either in Oman or Sri Lanka,
so
maybe
before
in 2026.
Yeah. So before Deepak asks a question, just one question to sir is when you talked of slow tourism, I like that concept, and I could see even Deepak have a twinkle in his eyes of that slow tourism. Are there people who want to travel where there is no mobile service? So I just in the entire 6 nights, 7 days, whatever, just ensure that we don't have any mobile connectivity except in an emergency. So is there a demand as such, or still people haven't got over the
So there is a demand from the international market, people coming to India. When they come for wellness, when they come for detox, there is for 6, 7 days, they do not touch the mobile. There's no mobile allowed in those kind of, detox center or wellness center and all. But when you go to any international destination, you need to coordinate with someone. There will be a car driver will come and pick you up, will drop it to your location. And then you need to then connect with someone just for basic connectivity, not to go and do your work over there, not to do and do, going and checking all your WhatsApp calls or your reels on Instagram and all. So the basic necessities will always remain. It's up to you how you want to enjoy your holiday.
I
You want
agree.
to still continue with the stress of you carrying a mobile and doing your work when you're holidaying, then that's up to you. But
Yes,
otherwise, I think both are happening.
yes. So Deepak,
We living in interesting times nowadays. Oman and Saudi are now tourist destinations.
Yes, and
you
one of
know,
the fastest growing destinations today.
imagine, really. I mean, when we were children, when we were growing up, and I'm talking of 30, 35, 40 years even ago, the dream destination always in those days for an Indian used to be Singapore and Hong Kong. And for somebody who could really travel, who was rich, it used to be Europe and US. And, now every person whom you speak with has been to Oman, Dubai, Saudi, Thailand, Vietnam. It seems like, people get up in the morning and decide, let's go to Vietnam and come back in the next few days. So you told us this interesting thing about business come leisure, going to Oman and people getting introduced to the ambassador and business things happening. These are good things which you get to hear. I'm sure there have been incidents where people have had not too good experiences. Could you share a few of those, and how does one avoid that happening with when you are traveling to a foreign country? Do's and don'ts probably.
So I mean, I don't recall in the latest time that any of my customers have faced any issue, but I'll tell you a small issue how we work in Sunrise Travels. For us, every customer is I would say a brand ambassador. We don't just issue visas or ticket just for the sake of earning that service charge. I've seen lot of customers come to us uh, for the visas being rejected because those earlier agencies who did their visas for them used to do it just for the heck of earning those service fees of 1,000 to 2,000 rupees. But we make sure okay, if every customer comes to us, we make sure his documentation, his travel itinerary is so well prepared, discussed with the passenger before he travels. Okay, there is hardly any scope for any miscommunication or any event eventually that is wrong that is going to happen. Uh,
Yeah.
we are known in the industry for people who have got the visas rejected, they come to us and the visas are reapplied, and they have till today we have got 100% approval rate of people who have got a visa rejected.
Wonderful.
So we make sure that every customer that comes to us is not a customer that we try to hurry up their work and just get him off our back, and then the next customer comes. We spend quality time with them. That is why we charge a decent amount of service fee, and they are ready to pay the service fee for us. Earlier, they would negotiate, but they realized the kind of service that we give. They have realized that Sunraj is known for giving that kind of exceptional service, so they will demand a decent chunk of our time that we spend with the customer. So there have been cases in the industry where people have missed the connection because they have asked for a 8 o'clock a.m. flight and they have booked for the 8 p.m. flight.
Yeah.
Then there's a haywire going up and down, and it happened to us once or twice where the customer did miss his flight because of some miscommunication. He missed his connecting flight because the connecting time was not good enough for the flight to be caught. So this eventually will happen, sir. This is a growing industry, and such nitbits will happen. But how you evolve from that, how you try and make it sure that this does not happen to the next customer, is where the confidence lies, and that's what we do in Sanraj. We make sure we learn from our mistakes. We learn from our customers. Every customer comes back. I personally call them for a feedback and asking them what was the best thing that happened to them, what was something new, what was different, what they didn't like, so that and these are not complaints that they give us, but they give us learning opportunities to grow and do something good in life. So
Yeah.
these are all learning that we do.
So it's all about hyper personalization, correct? You're
Yes, sir,
basically
totally.
seeing to it that the customer gets what he or she wants. It's not that you have outsourced the package to somebody and somebody will come and pick you up and you will go and stay in a hotel for 2 days, and from there you will be picked up in another hotel and then you come back. Not like
No, sir. Till the journey, from the journey that it starts till the end of journey, we create a WhatsApp group with the customer and with us, so that every day morning there's a good morning message from us. This is your today's itinerary. This is a car number that has come to pick you up. He'll be at the lobby at this time. So we are in touch with the customer throughout the journey till he lands in Bombay and gets back home.
that.
He is in touch with us. So there's not a single moment that the customer is not able to, connect with you for some mistake that has happened, or he's missed his flight, or is not able to get the kind of hotel that he wants and all. He is always in touch with my staff, and that's what I said. For me, service is the utmost prime focus that we do on. There are
Mm,
thousands of agents across Mumbai and India. How can
exactly.
I be different? I think
Yeah.
I'm only different because I service my customer to the highest level, and my staff knows it. There is no compromise. Mistake can happen, no doubt about it. But learning
Yeah.
from that mistake and going ahead and then trying to improve on that, giving the customer the best service that he can give is what Sunrise is known for. That's why I think from where we were in 2023 and where we are today, I think it's just the customer's goodwill. Customers have gone and been our brand ambassadors. They have gone and spoken to us about it. Till today, in last 2 years, I have never gone to a single corporate clients, and I've signed up more than 70 corporate. I have
Mm,
never gone to a single corporate client. This is all because a corporate has recommended to another corporate and told us,
yeah.
this is one of the best we have experienced. Please go and use their services and all.
Yeah.
So that's all we believe in.
Yeah. So there are real big names in the travel industry, I mean, and since we are in a room where we are taking names, there is Kesari and there is Cox and Kings used to be, then there is, Thomas Cook and all that. These are like, big companies with probably deep pockets. So how does someone like a Sunraj travel, one work alongside them and then also compete with them?
So I think cases of the world, sir, they do group packaging and all. We do group packaging definitely, but it's more like a family group. But we don't get two different families together in one place, because both the different families have got a different culture. They got
Yeah.
different eating habits. They got different travel habits. Some of them, like I told you earlier, some of them want to do everything. They want to start their journey from 6 o'clock in the morning. And
Yes.
when I go for a holiday, I don't want to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I want to get up
Yeah.
at 7 or 8 o'clock, aram say, have my breakfast, and then go out at 10 o'clock. So, that's where we come up. We customize for every customer as per his requirement. We ask them first, what is the plan of hotel? Your requirement? Do you want to do an excursion? Do you want to, do it multiple times travel? Do you want to enjoy with the family? Do you want to do this kind of travel? So, as per what they want, as per what the customer want, is what we then do the packaging for them. We never put him on the same coach with a different customer or tell him this is a group travel करो साथ में. हम लोग ऐसा नहीं है
Yeah.
sir. We do
Yeah.
exclusive travels, and we do really high end travels. There are
Yeah.
packages which we do has gone up to even 50 lakh per family. Family of four,
Yeah.
50 lakh high end packages. We have got people
Yeah.
who come down cribbing. Clevo 1 lakh का package है, 4 लोग को travel करना है. So we have to squeeze in all that, as per the
Yes.
customer's requirement, as per his
Yeah.
budget, as per his, his background, whether he's an adventurous guy, whether he's a homely guy, want to spend time more with his family and just relax. So we look into all those aspects and then we create a group. So and there's scope for every travel agency in India, sir. India is growing and India has such a huge population. Okay, every today, like I said, there's so many airlines coming up in India and everyone is flourishing today. And there's a lot of agencies also. So everyone's got a piece of his own pie. It depends how much you want to grow that pie.
Yeah. So, a lot of us like, especially the new generation, as you said, they want to do things at the click of a button. Everything is there on their mobile. They've got their apps. They want to do everything on their own, probably also learn by making mistakes. So just share us a few tips and tricks or do's and don'ts when you are booking a ticket online or when you are applying for a visa, or let's say when you are going to a Far East country or a Middle East country or Europe or maybe the US. Do's and don'ts, just a little bit of all this.
So there's not much do's and don'ts. I think today the young age people know what to do and all. But I've seen when I was in Oman, uh, there was a family, I think, must have done their own booking and all, or not done it through a travel agency. Like when we did this booking for Oman, we gave them a day-to-day wise itinerary, and one of the itinerary was visiting the Sultan Qaboos Mosque, and we had really clearly mentioned over there, you cannot wear shorts or t-shirts. Woman has to
Mm,
carry a scarf over her head. So
yeah.
people, when they do all this booking and when they go, and buy tickets online, they forget to do all this minute, detailing
Yeah.
of the itinerary. That's where we come
Yes.
into the picture. Because
Yeah.
we have learned, we coordinate with the local partners over there and they tell us what is required. So a lot of people sometimes they go and do their own visas. We have got people who have gone and applied for their own US visas and
Yeah.
we've been rejected. And then we tell them that this was a mistake. You didn't click on these things. There are a lot of questions which are cross connected.
Yeah.
You take yes over there and you take no down over there, and then you're
Oh.
stuck over there.
Oh.
So we say, okay, if you are an expert in your industry, please do not go to do someone else's job. Let us do
Yeah.
our job. Leave it
Yeah.
to the experts. I know there are things, some countries where the visa is so complicated. Some countries have got names as first name, middle name, and then
Yes.
the surname. Some of
Yeah.
them have got it totally around. They have a middle name, first name, and surname, and then the third
Yeah.
one is surname, middle name, surname. So people don't realize all those mistakes. You just go and fill up the form. Some places the date of birth is not mentioned as date, month, and year. It is month
Yes.
first, and
Date.
then
Yes.
date, and then year. So
Yeah.
people make that mistake of putting the date first. And the
Yeah.
small mistake is where you get your visas gets rejected. You
Mm.
book the seat, you book the hotel, you book the ground transportation, but the visa is rejected, and then the entire money goes for a toss.
Yeah.
So we say if you're doing a travel, let it be held or done by a travel agency. People do want to do it on their own, and we welcome that decision of their own. But we would say if you want to have a stressful, a peaceful, a more enjoyable holidays, do through a genuine partner like Sunrise Travels.
Yeah. So have you had cases where people, have done their booking online or probably through some other service, provider, another travel agent, and they are stuck somewhere and they somehow manage to reach out to you? Please help me, Sir Clevio. Has that happened?
Also, multiple times, sir. Multiple times is not the word. There was during COVID, there was a very high profile gentleman who went and booked his ticket on one of the online platform, and it was booked on Cathay Pacific Airlines, and he had not got his refund for almost 6 months. And he approached my ex CCO, and the CCO knew in Goa, my profile was handling all the top OTAs, the Backpack trips, the Yatras, the IBBOs, the clear trips of the world. I work with them to the highest management level. So when he came and told me, Clevio, 6 months, I have not got my refund, and they are saying the airline has not given the refund back to them. Now I knew Cathay Pacific Airline because I worked with them earlier in my earlier profile in Galileo. So I called Cathay Pacific and told them, this is the PNR, what has happened? He said, Clevio, the next day the refund was given to the online player. And the online player kept telling the passenger, okay, the airline is not giving the refund. Now, airline, the customer does not know who to call in the airline. He'll call the
Exactly.
call center, he'll get the same reply, the
Yeah.
refund has been given. When he calls the Make My Trip call center, they said that the refund has not come. So I called Make My Trip and I spoke to the gentleman over there and told him, boss, this is a good friend of mine. Can you help in refund? And
Yeah.
instantly, within an hour, he got his refund, which was
Wonderful.
not given to him in six months. He got it done within 60 minutes. So, and we get every day, sir. We have a lot of friends, families, and all who do it on their own. And when they get stuck, they know, okay, let's call up Clevio. And we welcome such calls coming to us. And we don't expect anything also from them.
Yeah.
Next time onwards, come to me. We help them without telling them, okay, next time, please come to Sunrise Travels. We help
Yeah.
them as a goodwill gesture. We are in the industry to service people, and we love to do it.
Wonderful. Tell us about a few hidden gems which people don't know about, where to travel. A lot of people probably go to Vietnam, go to these 2 or 3, 4 cities, but there may be some place which you are not going, or maybe even Thailand, or some hidden gems.
So everyone in Thailand goes to Bangkok and Pattaya. But there's
Yes.
Koh Samui. There's Koh Samui. It's a beautiful island. Bali has got multiple islands that you can go and spend your day and time and all over there. Vietnam, the latest happening place is Phu Quoc. Everyone goes to Hanoi and the Da Nang and Halong Bay and all. But Phu Quoc is one of the most underrated destinations in Vietnam, which is now recently in the last couple of months picked up very well. So these two destinations I feel is the best thing. I spoke about Oman. How Oman is a beautiful destination, something which was always underrated, not visited because it's a desert. What will you do in a
Yeah.
desert? But there's more beaches in Oman than I think they'll have in any other international destination. So there's multiple places, sir. I mean, there's so many places. The world is our platform to explore and visit. So we are curating packages as per the customer.
One last question before I open up, to the room if they have some queries or questions or something which they can ask. In the end, we all understand that the Indian traveler is very price conscious, very price sensitive. He or she is looking to get the best deal. So again, how do you keep that person happy when somebody comes and tells you, I'm getting an OTA who's giving me a trip with X amount, and if you plan for it, it's probably 1.2 or maybe even 1.5 times what is available online. How do you convince such a person?
So like I said, there are multiple customers who come to us today. So even our corporate clients come to us saying, Clevio, the fare that is available on one of the OTAs is much more cheaper than what you're offering us. And the OTAs have their own money to burn, right? They are a large company. They have got burning marketing budgets. They sometimes on their own give some schemes. They tie up with some credit card companies and they offer them 10% off. The airline price remains the same. I worked with a GDS, I worked with an airline, I worked with a low-cost carrier. I know they never discount it online.
Yeah.
The discounting is done by such players in the market, and these discounts are only for a short period of time.
Yes.
And I keep telling my customers and my corporates, okay, do not compare me with the first page of an OTA.
Yeah.
Because OTA did not show you the live segment fees of the airline.
Yes. Yes.
When you click OK, next step, it revises the fare saying like now the fare has been revised
Been
to a
revised
certain
by
price.
the airline. Yes.
It is a look to book ratio. So
Yeah.
every time an online players get a hit from a customer, there is a cost to him.
Yeah. Yes.
So to reduce the cost, they do a screen scraper. So they
Yeah.
scrap a screen and they keep it on place for 10 minutes. So every
Yeah.
hit on that, there's no cost to it. But the
Yes.
minute you go to the next page, the price get revised. So I tell the
Yeah.
customer, go to the last page of your OTAs and
Yeah.
compare that price to my price.
Yeah.
Do not just check the first page of the price and come to me.
Yes.
And like I said, sir, there's ample people who want to book it through a travel agency and not want to do through an online player for multiple
Yes.
reasons, for credit card
Yes.
usage, for cyber security and all that thing that they don't want to
Yes.
get involved in that. And we offer a plethora of payment gateways. You can pay us through cash, of course limited to your GST billing. You can pay us to credit card, you can pay us to your UPI payment, you can pay us through your bank network, you can pay us to a credit card link. Multiple places that you can do it for us.
Yeah. So, within the chat, we have our very own Harish Mehta who wants help about a refund of his daughter's travel. So he will connect with you and probably you can help him out definitely.
Definitely, sir.
Yes.
It will be a
Yes,
pleasure to help
yes,
him.
yes. And there we see Sebi. He's put his video on. Yes, Sebi,
Thank you.
welcome. You want to say
Thank you.
something?
Thank you so much. I want to say something. The names are so inspiring. Deepak, Prakash, Sanraj. So everything is like, taking a flight and traveling, on the best places of the
Yes.
world, you can say.
Yeah.
So, Clevio, thank you so much for, sharing so much inspiration about travel. So say there are many, I come across people when I meet them, I ask them, do you have a passport? Then many say, no, no, I have applied for one, I don't have one. So they can still explore India without a passport. So does Sanraj have a like a ready reckoner? Ki these are the 8 wonders in India to be seen if you don't have a passport. And if you have a passport, then these are the 8 wonders. So does Sanraj do some proactive marketing or searching potential client? How does Sanraj look for its leads?
So we have tied up with all the social media platform on which we do a marketing of our brand, of our products, and seasonal wise we do take the top 5 local destination and top 5 international destination, and we market them aggressively in the market. So like I said, in India it is always Goa, Kerala, your Andaman Nicobar, your Rajasthan, and your Sikkim, the Northeast is where we try and market a lot. International, the same old destination, the Vietnam, Doha, your Singapore, Dubai, Thailand is what the people are traveling today on. These are the top 5 most visited, most wanting to visit traveler in India.
Okay. So so your leads more come from social media or through the networks you are associated with?
So of course, I mean, social media is one of the largest puller for our business. But I am into multiple platforms that I work for. I'm with BNI platform. I'm with Dimension. It's a Christian oriented platform. I'm also associated with a CCCI, Christian Chamber of Commerce of India. I have added 2 more platforms to my kitty, that is Tajurba and BLL. And for me, networking is key to growing my business. I have to network to grow my business, and it is giving me a tremendous growth in the last 2 years only because I've got people like Sebastian, who is one of my brand ambassadors, going and talking to multiple people about the brand and all. So he's been kind enough. So similarly,
Yes.
in every platform there are people who have experienced my services and then been my brand ambassador. They themselves go and catch their family, their friends, their corporates, and they have moved them onto us. So the growth, like I told you, I have not been to any corporate in the last 2 years. They have always come to us only because of our goodwill ambassadors who have used our services and gone and promoted us.
And I'm
Well,
also very happy to hear ki Bloom, one of our Bloom founder, along with Deepak and Payal, Mr. Abhijit Sansgiri is your Sunraj client from last 12 years.
I didn't know about it. Yeah,
Right.
so when I spoke to him, I got to know about it. So, like I said,
Yeah.
it's a small world, and we have got a lot of opportunities to grow and travel together.
I'm
Thank you.
sure with
Wishing
Dimension you'll be
Sunraj.
having Rajesh Agnello and the group.
Yes.
Sorry, sir, I didn't get you, sir.
I said with Dimensions you must be having Rajesh Agnello and the group.
Sir, when I went to Oman, Rajesh was in a trip with me to Oman, and now he wants to travel with me to do 30 countries in 30 days.
God bless him.
That is Agnelo's try to do 30 countries, 30 days.
That's
And
right.
he's been a very good friend and a mentor to me also. And he's
Yeah, I've
traveling with
known him
us.
for almost 20 years now.
Fantastic, sir.
Great.
Thank you, Deepak sir. Thank you, Harish
Thank
sir.
you, Sebi.
Thank you, Clevio.
Fire,
Thank you,
you
thank
have
you, thank you, sir.
you have your rapid fire?
Yes, I
Go
have it.
ahead, go ahead.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I have a quick.
Clevio, I'll connect with you later. Yeah.
Sure, sir, definitely, sir.
Yeah.
We'll be happy to.
So I have made a quick curated rapid fire questions for you, especially for you, Clevio. So
Yes,
here
ma'am.
you go. One destination you can sell blindfolded because you know it so well.
I think Goa.
The first country you ever issued a visa for.
USA.
Corporate travel or leisure travel, which is tougher to manage.
None of them, ma'am. Both are easy to manage.
One destination every first time international traveler should experience.
I think currently right now in India, Dubai is the only destination people want to travel. Passport हाथ में आ गया तो दुबई जाना है.
Your personal dream destination for 2025.
I want to see a white Christmas, ma'am. And we wanted to do it this year, but not this year, but 2026 definitely is going to be a white Christmas for me.
Okay, great. A wow moment you love creating for clients.
And when they come back and when they, I'll give you a small example about Agnolo Rajesh. When he's traveled to almost 55 countries in the last 20 years, more than 55 countries. If Harish sir will know, he'll know about him. 20 years he's been traveling with the CCCI group and he's been for almost 60, 65 countries. And when he traveled with us to Oman, when he stood up in the coach and gave a testimonial, he told me, Clevio, this has been the best travel that we have had in the last 20 years, and we have given everyone 7 on 10, 8 on 10, but for you, it is 10 on 10. Every minute detail was taken care of. Every small thing, people diets, people, with the wheelchair requirement, their flight requirement, the seat requirement, the meal requirement, everything was meticulously worked upon by my team and myself. So I think that's what we are known for. And, he is one of the most adamant traveler. For something to come out from him in such a highly praising, review to us is, a plus point for us. I think so.
Yes.
I remember having traveled with him to Chennai on inspiring conversations many, many years back, maybe 12, 13 years back. Yeah.
So if you still speak to him, ask him about his Oman trip. He'll tell you about it now.
I will for sure.
Most challenging request you have ever managed, Clevio.
We did have a event that happened, not with me, but it happened with a customer who met with a serious accident in Thailand, and he had to be airlifted off. His agent could not arrange for that, and we arranged for him. At the last minute, we arranged an air ambulance to pick him up and bring him to the city center to get him medical assistance done to him. So even I was doing it for the first time. I did not know how to do it, but like I said, 30 years of industry experience. We know who's who of the industry. And this helped me to get the right person at the right time and to offer them the best service. So that's what it is.
Morning flights, night departures. What do you prefer?
Neither.
And neither. I've done it my whole life, ma'am. But now I prefer, mid-morning and maybe late evenings flight, but not early morning and midnight flights. It's
Okay.
too hectic.
One travel trend you think will dominate the next 5 years?
Oh, there's going to be too many changes, ma'am. In technology, though, we are seeing so many changes happening every day in the industry. But I think, the best thing that I would want to happen is every country's visa to be done online, e-visas.
Yeah.
Okay.
No stamping of passport, no standing in line, no submission of passport. I think we are moving towards that. In the last, I think 2, 3 years, a lot of countries have moved towards e-visa,
Yes.
which is just going to ease the way visa has been applied in India. 2 years back, India lost almost 80 crore in rejected visas, and last year was 100 crore. So this is all because people are not able to do it on themselves. They do wrong information, and submission becomes an issue. But I think slow and steady, they're going to make it very easy for people to fill up forms. They're going to use technology to do a lot of filling of forms, man. So I think we're looking at that technology to help travel in the future.
Your favorite airport in the world?
I've recently been to Sri Lanka and Oman, but I think Singapore will always be my favorite, man. Singapore
Always,
is a
Singapore,
Changi,
yeah.
always.
it's a
Changi, always.
different airport. I think it's a garden, a theater, walking field. You can do everything in that
Yes.
airport, ma'am. It's a beautifully built airport. So there are other modern airports, but I think this is a totally off the table choice of mine.
A destination that surprised even a travel expert like you.
Like I said, ma'am, Oman and Sri Lanka has been two of my travel that I visited in the last 2 months, and they have surprised me a lot. So I think every destination that I travel to, even Saudi, I feel I'll be going to Saudi in Feb now, but I think even that destination is going to surprise me a lot.
Okay. Thank you. Your
Thank you,
go-to
ma'am.
airline when you travel?
Ma'am, at the moment, it's only Indigo.
Okay.
Every employee of Indigo is been my ex-colleague, my current colleague, and also, they are like family to me. So anything to do with Indigo Airlines, if you have any problem, you can just reach out to me and we'll try and help you out as much as possible. That's the airline that I really feel comfortable working. Very professionally managed company, very beautifully. The airline has grown in the last 18 years. So I think it's a proud moment for India to have such a beautiful and one of the world's largest airline. So I think that's my go-to airline.
One travel myth you wish people would stop believing.
Travel.
Myth.
Indians are not welcome in most of the countries. Today, Indians are welcome with open arms. There's nothing as in you have to be careful. Yes, of course, you have to, like they say, behave yourself in those countries. That's all you follow, and every country will openly accept you over there. There's no myth about Indians to travel anywhere else now.
If Sunraj could host a mega group tour anywhere, where would you pick?
Ma'am, the choice is up to you. You tell me where do you want to go. I'll take you to that country. For me,
Okay.
the world is my destination. I'll take you anywhere you want to go to, ma'am.
A country you always recommend for food lovers.
So Vietnam, I thought would be, disastrous for Indian, but I love the food over there. There's a lot of Indian opportunities also over there, and the food is just amazing over there. It is fantastic. So I would think Vietnam is a beautiful destination that you can go to.
Last two questions. Client
Sure.
calls at midnight or 5 a.m., which is easier?
You call me anytime, ma'am.
Anytime, okay.
My customers have called me at 2 o'clock in the morning, at midnight, at 5 o'clock in the morning. So we
So
are in
that
the
I
service.
could relate to, because till 9 a.m. my speaker for today had backed out, 9 p.m. and SEBI coordinated, and we had a quick con call at 9:30 p.m. Of course, it was little early. So thank you for gracing the Bloom platform today.
No, ma'am. Travel is my passion, and if anyone wants me to talk, I can go for hours, ma'am. I can talk with this till evening, but I'm sure you'll have a time to go about.
Yes.
But yes, thank you for having me, ma'am. Really appreciate the time given to me and the opportunity given to me. Abhijit sir, Deepak sir, and Payal ma'am, thank you so much for having me on board, and Sebastian for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you for gracing the Bloom platform.
Sebastian, the eternal networker,
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Thanks, Abby, for introducing Clevio. We had a
My
wonderful
pleasure.
time today. And thank you, dear audiences, for being here. And see you all for our next episode, next talk show,
274th.
74th
Yes,
Bloom Talk Show.
274th Sunday Bloom Talks. Bye and see you everyone next
Bye.
Sunday.
Bye.
All the
Namaste.
best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.